Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Resonant Rise, Expeditionary Force. I'm your host, KirinDave, and oh man, we got so much to do. We always have so much to do. So, lots of people on the server today. Things are going pretty well. I have expanded, first of all, been doing a little bit of blood magic on the side. As you can see, I've got a fallen KirinDave. I don't actually know how to say it. And I got this red bag filled with blood magic stuff. Now, interesting fact. I thought I was being pretty clever by laying this out, but if I put this out here, right, and let's just grab something like this, right, and the sacrificial knife, I got so much regen, I'll be fine. But you'll notice I have hunger now, and that's kind of a pain. I mean, it's not exactly desirable. Now, of course, the way I'm defeating this, let's just go ahead and empty out a life bar in here. And let's grab our weak blood orb. By the way, I'm using the Unity texture pack on Sice's recommendation. Note also it cancels out, his special version cancels out the enchantment glow, which is great, because I didn't like that enchantment glow very much. But you see, we're about to starve to death. We're in hard mode. You can starve to death. But if I eat this mana cookie, boom, I'm fine. So all I have to do is just keep enchanting cookies. It's kind of a mana addiction at this point, I mean, to be honest. But that does mean that I can kind of play this game. And it's actually not very expensive on the mana to run this thing. It's more expensive than any flower I've got so far, but it is not that bad. So all we have to do is just, keep mana-infusing cookies and basically subsist entirely off of mana, which honestly, I feel pretty good about. It's not the best to live only off of one thing, particularly cookies, but these cookies are infused with the literal essence of Gaia. I am basically supping on the power of the land itself, and that's good, I think. That's good. That's good. So yeah, we've got blood magic coming together. That'll be doing more progress in there. So far, it's just been me standing around, tossing things in there. Pretty standard blood magic things. If you haven't seen that, look to my past seasons, because not too much has changed in the early game, although there are some new things, and we'll get it done soon enough. But look, once again, num. I'm full. Yeah, right. So that's pretty much the best way to do it. And it looks like, let me just go ahead and fill this blood orb up, and we'll get started on our first project of the day. Alright folks, so the next thing we're going to be doing is making some sparks from Botania, and you can see I've got some other stuff in my inventory, mana pools, a block of mana steel, a few little things. I think we have just enough blaze powder right now. I've been finding it in chests and other things to basically what we're first going to do is link together all of these pools, right? And this basically, now, these sparks are pretty cool. They're an alternative way of translating mana that's very, very fast. And that's good for us because we actually need to be able to move mana really fast. Now, if I go down here, and you'll notice there's a passage over here that goes right by our reservoir, and then comes out into this little room. Now, this should be right by the mana pool. So what I'd like to do is pull out my Lexica Botania, and we'd like to take a look at what it will take to make some Terrasteel. So we'd like to do a Terrasteel agglomeration plate. Maybe I'll just find that in the index. So what we need to do is in this room, somewhere around here, set up a Terrestrial agglomeration plate. We need 4 blocks of lapis for it, so that's even more lapis and living rock, and then we can basically have it do stuff. So this thing can take a spark. So let's run back over here really fast, and let's make that plate. And then we need to grab some lapis, of course. There we are, the plate. And now we're going to need some living rock. I guess 4 pieces of it? And it's a good thing. We've only got a few left. Jeez. I made so much, and I've already burned through all of it. You go through that stuff so fast. I got to automate making that stuff. And then, I guess, lapis blocks. So, how do we make a lapis block? Just a bunch of lapis, right? And a block? This is getting to be pretty expensive as things go. Let's put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're good on lapis, though. We got plenty of lapis. I've actually been using lapis as an EMC fuel because it's that good. Alright, so let's just go ahead, break this torch. I don't think it's strictly necessary. And let's just put it right here. This should be pretty cool. Now, hopefully the sparks will reach down this far. If not, then we're going to have to, maybe I'm going to have to go farm a little bit more stuff. Let's see. Yeah, so it's in living rock at the edges. Boop, 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 boop. This is exciting, though. This is definitely exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks really good. And does it matter what's underneath? Can we just use one of these and then put this on top? And then I think we put a spark there. Yeah. Ah, perfect. So it can, in fact, take from those. So now the mana is propagated down here. Now, if we put another mana pool down and were to spark it, it would be able to commit mana down here as well. It's interesting. Sparks aren't super used in this yet, but they are used quite a bit. They basically let, if anything would ever want to pull from a mana pool, another spark could, the spark network can move the mana around. So, for example, putting a spreader on a pool that's sparked can pull stuff from other pools. So this spreader now actually can pull from these pools, and so it'll pull from all of them evenly. Well, more or less. I can set it up to do that with spark augments, but that's not exactly what's happening right now. So here we are. Let's go ahead and grab, I guess we need a mana pearl, a mana steel, and a mana diamond. Let's grab diamonds. So let's start with, we want at least 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 of these, I think. Let's go for 5. You know what? Let's go for 5. Let's go completely nuts, and we'll see. We'll start with 1 to see how bad the mana drain is, because we may have to get a little bit more creative with our mana generation. Anyways, the goal for this session I'd really like to be able to do is to fight some Gaia spirits and get Elven technology set up at my base. I currently have not been using it. Well, I guess I should go up here. I could just steal it from over here, couldn't I? Yeah, it's marginally faster. Let's toss all these in. No sense not doing them. And there we go. We have 5. Did they get poached over to here? Yeah. Funny. Okay, and you can see we got all the Titania flowers in the world. Right, so I think that this will work. It looks like we've got an okay sum of mana. So I guess if we go like this, and this, according to the book, this will create it. So do I right-click it, or do we just drop it? We drop it, I guess. Boop. And then, boop. Whoa! And that will pull down a ton of mana, and hopefully this will not take too much mana. Okay, that brings us 1 Terrasteel. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, man, that's a little bit of lag. Let's just stay away. That was a lot of mana to waste. I'm kind of upset about that. Alright, we good? Yes. So we got Terrasteel. This stuff is awesome. We can make all sorts of amazing things with it. It's basically a strict upgrade to basically everything. I don't know what this mana mirror is, by the way. We can make armor that increases your max health. The Terra Shatterer, which is sort of amazing. But this is, I think the next thing we're making is the Elven Gateway Core. We need a lot of living wood for this, but that's where our first one's going to go. You'll also note, by the way, that with 2 Terrasteel, we can improve our Band of Mana, which is something I like to do, and we could take a Band of Aura and do that. So let's just see how that hit. How did this hit our... Wow, that's really a lot of mana. I am shocked. That's a ton. I mean, like, you look at how far that went down. That's an amazingly large sum of mana. We should probably think about... Let's check how much coal we have. You doing good on coal, or are we bad on coal? Coal? We got a lot of coal. So what we should probably think about putting this together and making some coal blocks and using those with a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make 16 of them. That's a lot of coal. And we're going to toss these into this chest up here. And then we're going to kind of sneak away. Okay? Well, no, I don't want them. Ugh. This is the only problem with this setup, is that I, unfortunately, with my magnet ring on, we're just going to have to turn the magnet ring off. Honestly, it's kind of hurting us more than it's helping us today. All right, let's toss those in there. Now, that will begin to generate a lot of mana. That's a fairly large sum of mana. And you can see that our system's just going to cheerfully... meter it out exactly as we wanted, so we'll be generating a lot. Let's go ahead and make the rest of this Terrasteel. So as you can see, 5 Terrasteel has just annihilated our mana reserves. Yeah, so we'll have to probably get a little bit... First of all, let's break this. Don't need it right now. We can just put that in one of our bags. We're probably going to have to get a little bit more creative about generating some of this stuff, too. We're just going to have to improve our generation. Although, this is going okay. This is going okay. How much more coal do we got? Still got a fair sum, so hopefully that will burn through pretty quick. But yeah, so I think at this point what we're really lacking for is just spreaders. The more spreaders we get, the faster things will go. But we should have enough now, at least, to make the Elven Gateway Core. I'd also like to make a Terra Blade. So let's see, how much living wood do we have? Do I have to make more? I probably should have checked. Oh, we got a fair sum. Yeah, cool. So let's make a twig, right? Pull this out. Now, the reason we're making this is we just need a better weapon than we have now. Like, the Ender's okay, but you'll see what I mean with this. Let's go bump, bump. And this is our first thing we want, a Terra Blade. Oh, man. So this sword, plus 7 damage, and you're like, why would I want this? But if we swing it, occasionally it sends out damaging mana bursts. Pew, 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 pew. Now, what's really crazy about this Terra Blade, what's really remarkable about it, and I stress this because it's not necessarily easy to figure out, is that the enchants from that are on the blade apply to the mana burst. So if you get lucky with the enchants, it can do stunning amounts of damage. Now, we don't have a full enchantment setup going, but we are going to try tossing this down. And if we don't get good, then we'll use some more experience and do some stuff. XP boost, Unbreaking 3, and Bane of Arthropods. Well, Lying might want that, but I sure do not. So let's go ahead. Give me a sec to see if I can actually clean this up. Alright, I think I got a good one here. It's not the best, but it's pretty good because it got a rare enchant, DK1. We got XP boost 3, which seems to be really common, and Sharpness 4. So this is a 12 damage sword. It's nighttime out, so let's see if we can find some monsters to test this on. Ah, there's a customer right there. Come here, buddy. This guy's pretty tough. Okay, there we go. So, 12 damage, 6 hearts, although I feel like that might not have actually been doing quite as much as we wanted. Let's see, Creeper. That's right. Looks like it's not quite full damage, but, should be pretty good. I don't know exactly what Decay does, but we're going to get up close here. Ah! Yeah. This is awesome. Now, I think I saw around here a King Slime. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing to find that King Slime. Probably hiding up, yeah, somewhere around here. King Slime, where are you, King Slime? There he is. King Slime, I have come for you. You're a Nightmare King Slime, huh? I have come for you, King Slime. What are you going to do about it, huh? Huh? What are you going to do about it? Oh, look at you're withered. Nice. What are you going to do about it, King Slime? What are you going to do about my... What are you going to do with my Terrasteel sword? This thing is... Ow. I guess you're going to kill me. That's a little bit annoying. Alright, bastard. I'm back. I nerd pulled up. And I got you. Oh, no! Okay, did we get anything good? Couldn't we have got anything good at all from that guy? Oh. Of course. No good drops. Fantastic. Well, alright, so let's go see about that Elven Core, and, oh yeah, we should also maybe use I'll have to think a little bit on what I want to use my other 2 Terrasteel on, because I can't make a lot of this stuff all at once. It's too expensive. Alright, folks, I think I have everything ready. Oh, just for reference, I made a Greater Band of Aura. I had to make one more Terrasteel to do it, because I need to make these Natura pylons, which are just regular pylons with a single Terrasteel ingot, but I think it was worth it. It basically continuously generates a fair sum of aura. I mean, it's going up pretty fast, actually. It's not, like, huge, but it's the equivalent of having, like, being several Dayblooms at all times. And that's a lot better than having to go and sap my mana to recharge this. Like, this ring actually holds a lot, and eventually we'll upgrade it to hold more. But we can just carry the ring on our person, and now I won't have to worry quite so much about having to go and recharge. In fact, I would say that it's probably gone up, if you look, like... maybe 10-15% the time it's taken me to craft this stuff, which is great, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and let's cut down these vines. These vines are cool. There's no doubt these vines are cool, but I think these are special vines. I actually made these by just testing out the little vine thing, so yeah, these should come off though. There we go. Those are solid vines. So let's go ahead and make this Elven Mana Core. So first thing, it's going to be 3 wide, and we have 1, 2, 3 in the middle. So the first thing we do is make a frame. Let's put this down here. That looks to be roughly the middle. So let's go ahead and grab our living wood. We have it turns out we have just enough living wood to make this happen. And then we put down one here, here, right? And it goes like here. And then I think, yeah, one in the middle. And this is actually going to go up into the ceiling a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, wait, that's not fine. That was actually a flower full of power. That's suboptimal, actually. I'll have to dig it down a little bit. No! Why are there so many spiders here? Okay, well, we got the Terrablade. Terrablade! Whoa! Yeah. What do you think of that, spiders? You're not some crazy tough nightmare mob.